Hey viewers, and welcome to the first video in the birthday week series, whatever you think of a better way to introduce these videos. You can probably tell from the title, will be my long-awaited review of Pinocchio. It won't really be a review as much, it will probably just be like a book talk video. Prepare for this, because I've got things to say. For my children's literature course earlier not this year, but during the autumn, I had to read some children's stories in the original form. One of these was Pinocchio. So I started reading this, and let's just say that we can all be very happy that Walt Disney stepped in and saved that story from every child in this generation and generations to come. Seriously, that is a book that it just changes everything. In the first chapter of the original book, Geppetto gets sent to jail for abusing a puppet. Everybody knows that it's a puppet. It's a piece of wood. Geppetto chases him down the street and is thrown into jail. Now, I know this happens in another movie version of Pinocchio. I know that scene actually happens. But I mean, seriously? Seriously? I don't get it. And then, fun fact, Pinocchio feels hunger. Again, Pinocchio is a puppet. He's not supposed to feel anything. But yeah, he feels hunger. That night that Geppetto is in jail, Pinocchio experiences hunger and is absolutely beside himself, and he's cold, so he turns on the oven and lays down and falls asleep. When he wakes up in the morning, his feet are burned off. Well done, Pinocchio. Like, we all know Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, Jiminy Cricket in the Disney movies goes along for the entire ride, and he's just amazing and wonderful and just pops up with the most genius advices throughout the entire story. In the book, Jiminy Cricket dies within like the first 50 pages. He is killed. Pinocchio actually kills Jiminy Cricket. It returns later on as a ghost. The thing about Pinocchio's nose growing, no, it doesn't happen in the book. It does not happen. It happens like once when he lies, but then he lies throughout the entire story and his nose just doesn't grow. So we don't know what happened there, Collodi. The blue fairy is not a fairy at all. It's a dead girl. It is the ghost of a dead girl. And throughout the entire story, I kept on thinking to myself, I wonder if Pinocchio is supposed to have like a love story with this dead girl, or if he more sees her as a mom. I was really confused at times when I was reading this story. There are so many twists and turns that you just, whoa, can't see coming at all. I read a ebook version of this book, and ebook versions tend to have, especially the ones that you can get like for free download, they tend to be wrong sometimes. Basically, in my version, he went to Fun Island. In my best friend's version that she was reading, he went to Booby Land. Yeah, that's a thing. And the whole get swallowed by a whale thing, yeah, in her version it was a shark. In my version it was a whale. And that actually does happen. He does get swallowed by a whale. Oh my god, so many things. But the thing that got me the most is the fact that Pinocchio was not supposed to have actually become a book. Pinocchio started off as like comic strips, but back in the days it wasn't comic strips, it was more like comedic like short stories, and you could follow along the storyline. And so about halfway through the book, not even halfway, like a third through the book, Pinocchio dies. He gets hanged. No, he gets stabbed, and then he gets hanged, and he dies. He really does die. And Collodi was actually supposed to just finish off his selection of short stories right then and there. He was going to kill off Pinocchio by making these bad guys stab him and then hang him, and that was going to be the end of Pinocchio. But the public enjoyed the stories of Pinocchio so much that Collodi resurrected him and kept on going with the short stories, and then it was later turned into the book that is Pinocchio. So, a third through the story, Pinocchio actually dies and then is resurrected by the blue girl, the blue dead girl, who is actually the blue fairy in the Disney version. I am so disturbed after reading this book, like, whoa. I'm pretty sure I had a lot more to say about this back when I actually did read it. Unfortunately, I don't have my notes here with me. Wow. It was really, really creepy and really bad, and I felt bad for children all over the world. And then I remember the happy thought that hopefully children all over the world, unless they are book freaks like I am, will never find out the actual story of Pinocchio. They will just be content with the Disney version, and I seriously hope that it can be that way and it can stay that way, because I don't think anybody should have to look at Pinocchio and think of him as a puppet who got stabbed and hanged and then resurrected by a dead blue girl, and he kills Jiminy Cricket, and he goes to Booby Land and turns into a donkey. Yeah. Keep reading, guys. Bye. It's bakery story. Oh my god. If you have this, feel free to add me. My name's just Zandrina. It's my storm ID. Just add me on there, because that's fun. For my children's literature club, I just need to serve my blueberry muffins. Hang on. Served.